Do you feel like just having like the support from your family and your gym, does that make it easier knowing that you can fall back on that support? Because not a lot of people have that support.
Oh, definitely. You know, my family's my everything to me, and everybody that around me that who loves me, they're everything to me. And you know, I'm gonna give a shout out to George Tovar, because my last fight, when we were doing our interviews, he shared something with me, and because of him, if only he knew what I was going through spiritually, his words really helped me that fight. So shout out to George.
There you go. El Jaguar.
Yes.
I always mess that up. But that's so cool that you bring that up. And, you know, you have some other local fighters. Like having that, you know, we were kind of talking it a little bit without recording, but how is it to be able to lean on somebody that knows exactly what you're going through and be able to have those small conversations? Like, you know, how cool is it to have, you know, people that you can relate to like that?
I think it's really awesome, just because sometimes there's many times that as a fighter you think, why is this happening to me? Am I the only one going through this? Why do I have to go through it? But then when you hear others, you're like, oh no, I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
I'm not going crazy. I'm not a weenie or anything, you know what I mean? So I think it's very helpful, you know, like having even the community, the boxing community, when you talk to other fighters, you know, and they share their stories. One, I think it's very, it makes me feel like honored too, because he shared some stories with me. Yeah. You know, and another thing, it's like confining each other. Like, yes, we're in a combat sport, but it doesn't mean, yes, boxing is a lonely sport, but it doesn't mean that we're alone. Yeah. You know, it shows you that. Yeah.
I love the, one of the biggest things that I grew up playing sports, and now that I've been doing jiu-jitsu for years and then being around combat sports, the camaraderie. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand, like, that camaraderie helps. Some people might not understand, but it helped you get through those crappy nights or those shitty sessions where you're not feeling well, or leading up to fights mentally. And, you know, Jorge, without even realizing what you're, you know, going through at the time, just said some words that he would probably say to anybody. Mm-hmm. But at that time and moment, like, that resonated to you, like, God damn, I'm ready to go tackle the world now. Thank you.
No, yes. And I never had the chance to say thank you, so thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. You know, talking with boxers in that elite level, it is very helpful, you know, because at the end of the day, like I said, right now, people say boxing is a lonely sport. Yes, it is. But at the same time, it's not, because you do have people behind you.
Yeah. And with all the different things that you have to worry about in the gym and out the gym, you know, talk about having that mental fortitude to kind of take in what you can and, you know, not worry about what you can't handle. Because there's certain times that I'm sure that there's things out of your hand. Like, how do you keep sane mentally when you're just preparing for fights?
So I just have the mindset of, I'm going to go kick butt and I'm going to win. Yeah. That's my mindset throughout it all. You know, I try to stick in that mentality. Once I'm in fight mode, I'm in fight mode. I don't allow nothing or no one to get in my head, because it's my moment, you know, and I just say, you know what, this is my time, you know, God's going to put me where I need to be, and things are going to happen the way it has to happen.
Yeah.
So
I love hearing that.
That's my mindset.
Yeah, I love it. Go in there and kick ass. That's my job.